Welcome to Anglesey Uncovered. In this episode, I'll be visiting one of over 100 historic and fascinating churches here on the island of Anglesey. Each of these buildings has its own unique story to tell, from Celtic beginnings and medieval craftsmanship to legends of saints and seafarers. In this short video, we'll look at some of this church's history, its architecture, and the role it's played in the life of the local community for centuries. We'll look at its monuments, its mythical creatures, and its important graves. We'll even look at churches that are no longer there. Join me on this journey of discovery as we uncover what Anglesey has to offer. This is Anglesey Uncovered. St Maelog's church sits at the heart of Llanfaelog and is one of those parish churches whose story stretches from the 6th century to the present day. The present church is a mid-19th century Gothic-Revival structure and was rebuilt in 1848 by the architect Henry Kennedy. It's a Grade 2 listed building, granted in 1971. The churchyard preserves a somber and interesting record of local life and loss. It's an ancient yet traditional churchyard, featuring graves from coastal shipwrecks and air accidents off this stretch of coast. And there's a small barrel mortuary to hold the deceased for identification prior to burial. In the August of 1941, a Blackburn Botha crashed off Rhosneigr and 5 Royal Artillerymen drowned attempting to rescue the crew. They were buried in the new churchyard, and their graves are attended to by the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. The churchyard also holds a 6th World War II grave to a member of the Royal Air Force. War remembrance is prominent. Inside the nave is a parish wooden memorial plaque listing names from the First World War. The graveyard and memorials reflect Llanfaelog's coastal setting. Shipwreck victims, would-be rescuers, wartime casualties, and generations of island family graves and monuments provide readable traces of the village's social history. In recent years, the church interior has acquired a surprisingly modern and richly crafted character. In 2001, the church was modernised by the architect Adam Volker, who had local craftspeople produce new fittings. Oak work by Colin Pierce, with a Tree of Life theme, now holds the font and continues into the altar rails and pulpit. Etched glass and doors by artist Bill Swan give the interior a contemporary, symbolic centerpiece, while preserving older features such as memorial plaques and, of course, the 12th century stone font bowl. The church is also notable for its glass. The more modern, with the Tree of Life theme, created by Bill Swan, sits neatly alongside a number of earlier memorial and figurative windows, including one depicting Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of music, by Edward Burne-Jones, one of St. Paul, and a Last Supper window dating to 1881 sits close to a 20th century music window by Tiffany Tate, who once sang in the choir. An entrance hall, kitchen, toilets, and the juniper gallery were added to give the church a modern and welcoming community feel. The high beams are painted grey and the floors are carpeted. I'm also told that there is underfloor heating. Over the centuries, the church has benefited from periodic grants and local patronage. The 19th century rebuild was part of the island-wide Victorian programme of church rebuilding. In recent times, the facelift was the product of local fundraising and commissioning of local craftsmen, whose work transformed the interior and equipped the church with contemporary furniture and glass, while maintaining respect for medieval and Victorian fabric.